Are you starting to shift mentally from preseason training camp to regular season?
As far as mentally, but I think physically, I think we're all getting in game shape. And only the best way you can get in tip-top shape is to play games. So as far as the physical side, we're still working out preseason legs, still working out the trip abroad. But mentally, you shift from that, obviously, knowing that the games start to count on Tuesday.
The playoff battles you had with the Pacers all those years ago, how familiar do you feel like you were with Frank coming into this? And then how much of just getting to know him was there?
I felt that we would be extremely prepared as an organization, as a ball club, just going against his Pacers teams in numerous postseason runs, and also in the regular season. They were always one of our toughest opponents when I was in Miami, when he was at the helm, and they were always prepared, as well as we were in Miami. So I knew that for sure once Rob and everyone in the upstairs decided to choose him as the head coach. I knew he'd be very prepared.
So you felt like you knew who he was as a coach, or
no. I knew we would be prepared. I knew the teams that we were going against. I seen the way they prepared against us. I knew we'd be prepared, but knowing him as a coach, there was no way for anyone to know that unless you actually play.
Is that the biggest characteristic from those Pacers teams that you feel like this team also has, or is there something else that you see?
Well, I think the game has changed a little bit from back then they were two bigs every single night, and David West being at the 4 spot didn't really space to the 3-point line. He did that a little bit later on, when he went to Golden State, but they were a ground and pound team. They would throw the ball into the post. To David, obviously run a lot of pick and rolls with PG, with Lance, and Big Hibbert, just kind of control the paint all game long. So, the game has shifted a little bit, but as far as how defensive-minded he would like for us to be, I'm guaranteeing it was the same kind of conversations he had with those Pacer players.
Let's talk about how he tried, the year that he spent not coaching, he tried to shift his mentality and sort of shift his coaching style with the way that the game has changed. Do you see that?
Well, I think the game has changed for sure, and I think every coach has tried to figure that out. I remember, my first year, in Miami, compared to our second year, Coach Spo. After we lost to Dallas, he did a lot of, traveling and, going to see different places. And one story he gave us, he said he went to go see Chip Kelly and the Oregon Ducks and how they run the spread offense and how they run that fast-paced offense. No huddle, no nothing. Let's get the ball up and let's get out. And he implemented that to our game plan that following year. It made us faster. Made us shoot some more threes that open up the court. So I think every coach, if he wants to be, I guess with the time, or try to be even before the time, try to learn. And I think Coach Bueller has done that as well, just from the, 1 month in, I think we are.
What's the
AD?
80s movie, like 1980s movie clips.
Oh, 1980s movie clips. No, I haven't seen that yet. That's his thing?
That's what I heard.
I like it. I love 80s movies. I literally do. I can't wait for one of those. That's exciting.
Well, while we're here, what's your favorite 80s movie?
My favorite 80s movie? Oh man, I got a bunch. The Breakfast Club, Coming to America. I would be here all day talking about Weird Science. I don't know. Ferris Bueller was in the 80s, right? Yeah, that's one of my favorite. All the Jason Voorhees, the Friday the 13th, the Nightmare on Elm Street, those things that was in the 80s. I can go on and on about. I love 80s movies, for real.
LeBron, AD was talking the other night about
AD?
AD.
Okay.
Not 80s.
Yeah, so we got ADs, we got AD, and we got AB, Avery Bradley. So I need to know, okay.
Anthony Davis is talking
AD,
the other day
okay, AD, okay.
about fitting in and sort of talking about how he doesn't have to carry the workload in every area every night, and how he's enjoyed that. Do you see some parallels between him coming to this situation and you going to Miami a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I think when you're able to put yourself around other great talent, you know that you don't have to put the most stress on your body physically, mentally, every single night. Now, that doesn't mean that you're not going to bring it the same way you brought it before, but you also know that you have guys that can be in the foxhole with you, that's ready and prepared to, go out and perform at a high level every night. So it definitely helps.
What was it like?
I'm sorry. Have you thought about how Chris and Dwayne kind of opened up the culture for him in Miami a little bit and tried to be that for him?
What do you mean?
Oh, just sort of like, do you think back on how that group kind of meshed and how?
No, it is a different time. It's a different time, for sure. Obviously, my relationship with D Wade went way beyond we even teamed up. And my relationship with AD goes way beyond us teaming up. So I mean, it's just different times. I can't relate because our when we decided to team up in 2010, the temperature was extremely hot. And I mean extremely high. It was almost like we were the first big three to ever be assembled. It's like the big three has been happening throughout the eternity of basketball. Like Elgin Baylor, Wilt, Jerry West, people like forget that. But right now the temperature is very cool. It's a very nice 68. Fan on medium.
LA weather.
And LA weather is perfect. So it's two different things, but I mean, just for us to be able to challenge each other, that's one thing that's for sure the same. Me challenging D Wade challenging me, Chris Bosh, and then me challenging AD challenging me. That's definitely the same.
What was it like last season, the first time in your career? I guess there's only 2 cities where this happens, but sharing a city with another NBA team.
I don't know. It didn't really. I mean, the city is gigantic, so I didn't really even think about it too much.
What about the games? Like, anything stand out? I know the one game was your first game back from the groin injury. That was
it was different because that was the first time I played the Clippers for their home game. So you're in your same locker room, but you run out the different side of the tunnel. The part underneath parking is a little bit different. Our family are treated differently. Not saying in a bad way, but obviously it's their home game, so they have the upper hand on that. But I don't know. I never really thought about it. What I did think about is how many sports teams are here. Thought about that. Coming from Cleveland, where we had 3 sports teams, which is a lot for a city. And then you come here, you have us, the Clippers, the Dodgers. You got the Kings. I'm missing. You got USC and UCLA, 2 other pro teams.
There's more.
Yeah, USC, UCLA, the other 2 pro teams is here as well. So got the Galaxy. So
LAFC.
Yeah, so Sparks, Rams. I mean, Angels. Right, exactly. Ducks. Does Anaheim count? It counts. Don't get me in trouble. Listen, he said that. He said that, okay? Because I don't know. I'm not here. I don't know. Does Anaheim count as a Los Angeles pro team? This is all. I'm asking the question. He said it.
I say yes.
Okay. All right. I don't know.
But going in.
Last question.
Opening night's always exciting, right?
Yeah.
The longest layoff you've had.
Sure.
But the fact you're playing the other LA team.
I think. Opening night is. It's great. For me. It's like. It's like the first day of school, the first day of school, going back to school, laying your clothes out the night before, just that excitement of getting the thing back going. I love to play the game, and obviously I had the longest layoff of my career, so to be where I'm at physically, mentally, no matter who we opened up against, I think for TV, for you guys, for everybody that, this is part of y'all job to, be hype beast. Tuesday is a great day, so it should be good. But today is Sunday. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day and watch some football. I'm gonna go watch my son play at his high school, and then I'm gonna move on to Monday and we talk about Tuesday. All right.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports, highlights, and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.